All right, so this is for the honor students. You are going to be changing your file name. You're just going to do a file save as and change it to war. So what you guys are going to be doing is creating a war game. Because you guys don't need that .py. I used to do that because we had to type that. Now we don't have to with the newer version. Anyway, so I'm just continuing on with the same example file that I used before to keep it simplified. But I did change one thing. I put a jack in here, a queen, and I made the jack's value worth 11, queen worth 12, king 13. I wanted them all to be different and have different values just for this example. So what you guys want to do is you want to turn your deck of cards into a war game. So now there's two people. Instead of just flipping one card off the top of the deck, I'm going to delete that and paste what I copied. Oops, I copied that. My fault. Let's see here, I'll pause it and then I'll quickly paste. So I just wanted to paste from my war game these two. I named the card, instead of next card, now I named it player card and dealer card. And notice cards, but then slice the first thing off the deck. Remember, before the while loop, so here let me show you the one that you guys are working on, or the war game. Not war, I want to go back to cards. Okay, so thinking back to the cards game, we set the x equal to 0, and then inside the while loop we increment it after we slice the card, right? Use that x. Then we increment it so that now x is equal to 1. 0 plus 1 equals 1. Then the next time through the while loop it slices a 1 here. Next time through slices a 2 here. Well, now that we have two people, so you're going to have that you're going to have that x variable out there outside your while loop. But now later on, after you're going to have x, plus equal 2 because you're slicing two cards, and therefore you want it to increment by 2. So just remember to do that later on. But I just want to talk about this. So once we have our player card sliced and then our dealer card sliced, then we need to do something else here. I'm going to paste some more code. So the code I'm going to paste is this. Print your card, and then it prints player card slice. So it's taking this player card, but it's slicing the first item. So it tells them whether it's a, oops, look, I made a mistake here. This wouldn't have run if I didn't put my quotes around it. Alright, so it'll tell you what it is, ace, queen, king, whatever, of, and then it tells you whether it's a heart, spade, diamond. So far that should be working. Let me hit F5 and let's run it, see if it works. Oh, I forgot to define x. For my example here, I'm just going to put x equals 0. Let's run it. Alright, good. Your card, ace of diamonds, dealer's card, queen of hearts. Okay, so that's working. Now, the trick is you guys need to evaluate. Then you need to do, and I know you guys know how to do if statements, you need to evaluate if the player card is greater than the dealer card, right? Then you're going to say, hey, good job, you won. Or the dealer card's greater than, or else if the dealer card's greater than the player card, dealer wins this one, right? Now how do you evaluate that? And that's the next trick is, I've got it spaced down here, but I'm going to delete this up here. The key is to slice the player card and the dealer card using the one variable, because now we're going to be using the values to compare. Because you can't compare ace to king. Python doesn't like it. Well, it does it alphabetically, but it does it incorrectly. So it can't compare like a jack to a 10. So for example, if I were to change this one back to a number, let's just say this is the number 3, so this is a 3 of spades. Now when I run it, every so often I'm going to get one of the players is going to have a 3 and the other one's going to have a queen or a jack. And then if it says if queen is greater than 3, it doesn't work. It's saying, hey, that's an integer. Comparing an integer to a letter doesn't work. So that's why we have these values in here. So that way it compares integers to integers. So that now you can do your if statements. But I'm just going to run this before I actually do an if statement just to prove to you. So, oh, it didn't print it. Sorry. I was just having it create the value. So now I should have it print. Oops. Let's have it print the player card one. Or actually I could just say And let's run it, F5. And so it looks like it's working because your card was an ace, and now it printed the 14, which is the value for the ace. Okay, good. Had I printed the other one, the dealer card, it would have said 11 because the jack is worth 11. So, you guys can see, so that's what you're going to have to do is, instead of printing it, obviously, you're just going to do an if statement, right? And you're evaluating the card values compared to each other. All right, good luck. You guys can come back in the WebEx and ask me if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you, try to give you some hints if you're getting stuck. But basically what you want your game to do is it looks like this. Let's see, I'm going to go into mine. Where am I? Yeah, this is the war game. Okay, so I'm going to hit F5 and hit enter to deal the cards. Okay, my card is a 5, the dealer's card is a 2. You win this one, so it does an evaluation and it prints out on the screen and lets us know. Now I'm not requiring you guys keep track of wins, losses, but I have this on there. I have a counter. It says your wins are 1, dealer's wins are 0. That we can do later as long as you just get it telling me who wins. Do you win or does the dealer win? That's what I care about each time. When you hit enter, it goes to the next card. Next 2 cards in the deck. King of Hearts, 6 of Spades. Now how do I know that's correct? That's why I had it print up here. The first one was 5 and a 2. This one's a king and a 6. So is it working? Yes, it's working. And then it says, I win this one. So I can keep going to test to see if the dealer wins. Okay, good. Now the dealer won that one. All right, that's what I want you guys to do.